Makwo couldn't understand the woman in front of him. She looked more beautiful and matured, and she had a striking resemblance to Urena. But now she said she was Umadiya. Okay, Umadiya, I'm sorry, but you look like someone I knew. Please forgive my manners. Then he ordered his brunch and continued on his day. But for some reason, he couldn't stop thinking about her, the woman from the cafe. Her face was imprinted on his mind. The way she walked, talked, smiled reminded him of Urena. Madia was indeed a very beautiful young woman, doing well for herself. She was not surprised of how beautiful she turned out, because she knew how beautiful she was and she was confident in herself. She saw many expressions on the young man's face. First, it was that of shock, then admiration. She had seen the look before on the eyes of different men, and she knew it well. She attended to him because her other workers were busy. Madia blushed and smiled to herself, remembering the look on the young man's face. Makwo would always go to the cafe, and then it was easy for him because his company was just down the road. Whenever he comes, he would make sure that he is served by Madia, and when she was not around, he would wait for her. This made people that knew him wondered if he was fine. Makwo was always buried in his work, but suddenly he started going out. This was very strange to them. Makwo's company held their annual get-together each year. They always celebrated it in a very big way. He left everything to his secretary except the provision of treats like food and snacks. The secretary asked why the food was omitted on the list given to her, but Makwo told her that he would handle it because he knew the right person for the job. At lunch, he went to Umadia's cafe and met her absence. So he gave his contact number to one of her workers, telling her to call him that he had a business deal for her. When Madia came back to her place of work, Makwo's message was passed to her, and then she called him. Makwo told her that he had a deal for her at U&N companies and would like them to meet and finalize the deal. Madia knew that company. It was one of the biggest construction companies, and having a deal with them would bring a boost to her business. But why would I meet you in a restaurant? Why I should come to your company? Ma said. Do you want the deal or not? Makwo asked. Madia wanted the deal, so she went and met with Makwo. Madia just wanted to sign the document and leave, but Makwo had other plans. He was asking her some personal questions that she was not willing to answer. But Makwo, on the other hand, seemed to be enjoying their time together. He was all smiles, and she wondered why. Makwo kept asking her questions, and she tried to answer some of them, hoping it would make her leave faster. Makwo then asked if she had a boyfriend. Then she answered, yes. Immediately, there was a grim expression on his face. His playful mood turned sour. He then told her that she should sign the papers, that he had something to do. I was saying that, but you kept asking me irrelevant questions. Now you have somewhere to go. I wonder what changed your mind, Madia said in a playful voice. shut up and sign the papers. And then she did. Madia stretched her hand for a handshake, and Markwo took it. He held her hand and looked into her eyes for a few seconds. His eyes held longing. She reluctantly removed her hand from his. His hand was so warm and soft. Inasmuch as she would like to continue holding him, she doesn't want to give him the wrong idea. When Mma left, Markwo took a deep breath to calm his nerves. Her hand fitted mine like a puzzle. There's nothing I would like better than to hold her. He liked Urena from the village, and now he saw MMADIYA. He was confused if he liked MMADIYA for herself or he liked MMADIYA because he thought she looked like Urena. But either ways, he knew he liked this young woman. She had captured his heart, and he found himself thinking about her all the time. But as it stands, they can't be together because she was in a relationship. But he wanted her to be by his side. He knew that any man that had her was blessed. MMADIYA was beautiful, brilliant, and hardworking. If it was the Markwo of a few years back, he would have not given her the deal if she didn't go out on a date with him. But then again, he owns his new change to Urena for all the times he had made her feel little and poor. The day for the annual gathering came. MMADIYA went there with some of her workers to help distribute the food. MMADIYA was looking so beautiful, dressed up in a long cocktail gown that highlighted her beautiful curves and complexion. Eyes turned her way to admire the pretty young woman. When Markwo saw her, he stood to admire her. "Oh my," he said. He was then walking towards her when he saw his friend Emeka slipped his hand behind MMADIYA's waist, and she smiled at him lovingly. The anger he felt at that moment was literally able to burn down this building. This must be her boyfriend, he thought. He never knew his friend Emeka knew MMADIYA, and they had a relationship together. This vexed him to an extreme. He turned his back and went back to the bar to pour himself a drink. He wanted her smile for himself, her laughter, and her all. Jealousy consumed him, and for the first time he didn't know what to do. Suddenly he felt a soft tap on his shoulders. He turned and was met with the woman of his dreams, MMADIYA. "Hello, Markwo. How are you doing?" MMADIYA asked. "I am well, thank you, Ma. By the way, you look beautiful tonight." "Thank you. You look nice, too." MMADIYA thanked Markwo for giving her this deal. "It means so much to me and my business. Maybe one day I will take you out for lunch." "My treat," MMADIYA said. "Will your boyfriend be okay with it?" Markwo asked, looking straight into her eyes. "It will just be a thank you lunch, not a date." "Okay, tell me whenever you are ready," Markwo said. Markwo would do anything to spend time with MMADIYA, and this was an opportunity for him, so he took it. Madia went back to her friend, Emeka. She had lied about having a boyfriend. Emeka was just a friend to her. When she met him, he asked her, "Was that the guy you told me about? Do you know Makwo is my friend? I think he likes you. I saw the way he was looking at you when I held you. Why don't you give him a chance to show it to you?" Emeka said, "I don't think I'm ready for a relationship at the moment. And by the way, you didn't tell me you knew Makwo." "We will just be friends, my dear," replied Emeka. "And by the way, I told him that you were my boyfriend," Ma said. "What? You told him that? Oh my God. I think I'm going to have a problem with Makwo," Emeka said. "I am so sorry, Emeka. He was being so persistent, so I had to come up with something," said Madia. "Okay, I think it won't be long before he finds out." Madia was so happy about this deal. She made good money and also made new connections. Madia went to work the next day only to find Makwo there waiting for her. She greeted him and went to her office. She started to wonder why Makwo was giving her such intense look whenever their eyes met. His eyes reflected warmth and admiration for her. She knew he liked her and she could not deny that she was attracted to him too. Whenever her eyes met with Makwo's, butterflies filled her tummy and her heart skipped a beat. Makwo became a frequent customer to Madia's cafe. Madia was having lunch at her favorite spot. She was having ofaku stew and white rice and some plantains. Ofaku stew is the palm nut stew. When she saw Makwo walked in, "Is he stalking me now? How come he's everywhere I go?" she said to herself. Makwo walked towards her and sat at her table. "You didn't ask me if you can sit, which was the right thing to do," Madia said. "I didn't know I needed permission from you to eat here," replied Makwo, looking at her. "You know that is not what I meant. But come to think of it, how come you are everywhere I go? I am beginning to think this is not a coincidence. Are you stalking me, Makwo?" she asked. Makwo kept quiet for some time. Then he said, "I find you so strange, my dear. Everything you do reminds me of Urena. Your voice, your smile, the way you laugh, and also what she likes." "How do you know what I like when we are not even close?" Madia asked. "I don't need to be very close to you before I know what you like. Like now, you are having palm nut stew, white rice, and some fried plantains with orange juice. Urena always have that whenever she and my family eat out," Makwo replied. "You must be really close to know what she likes," Madia said. "Not really, but I noticed from afar," Makwo replied. "So why are you not with Urena if you know so much about her?" "I did something really bad to her that I should have apologized for, but she never gave me the chance to," Makwo said. If you see Urena, what would you say to her? Madia asked. So many things. Please, let's talk about something else, Makwa said. They had a light conversation while having lunch together. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story. Please do well to check back for the last part of this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you in our next video. Bye.